And welcome to the Burn Unit, starring the amazing Johnathan. He's not ready yet, so I'm going to tell one of my favorite jokes. A lady goes to the doctor to have a mammogram. The doctor says, "Ma'am, there might be a little bit of discomfort. Would you like those numbed?" She says, "Yes, please." So he sticks his head between her breasts and goes, "Num, num, 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 num." It's showtime and our 10th anniversary show.
Burn Unit with your host, the amazing Johnathan.
And welcome to the Burn Unit, starring the amazing Johnathan. It's our 10th anniversary.
Yes, it is.
Or something like that. We never took the time to really count how many episodes, but we think it's our 10th episode.
We haven't, we do one every week, but we really don't. We've been doing them for 2 years now. We've been kicked 10 out, I think.
And there's a few that we taped, but then we never aired them because and then we lost a
so
couple episodes.
They were so brilliant that we figured nobody would
so
over everything.
So the 10-ish episode. Yeah. Boy, you had a hell of a week. Fire at the house.
Horrible week. I had a fire at my house.
Lucky I live close.
Yeah, you
fire
saved my house. I think not the fire department. I think you saved my house because you live so close. You're the one who actually.
But the fire department was there when I came because I ran in. And
did you call the fire department or did?
I called. They said, "How do I get there?" And I said, "Don't you still have that big red truck?" But now there's an old joke.
Yeah.
But I went in though. I mean, what the hell was going on inside? Maybe can we talk about this?
Yeah. I mean, the smoke practically ruined my entire house.
I come in. Can I tell them what I saw?
I don't care.
You were having sex with one of the firemen.
I was butt fucking one of the firemen. Yeah.
What the hell? You should have been giving him. What the hell were you doing?
Well, what do you mean? There's smoke inhalation, and the fireman has. Well,
yeah, he should have gave you mouth to mouth.
Well, he did. That's how I gave him mouth to mouth. That's how the whole thing got started in the first place.
You say you don't hear any laughter because
there's nobody in the audience.
It's 4 a.m.
Well, this is what happened.
Well, there's one person. We should say nobody.
Yeah, we got one person in the audience because we waited till 4 a.m. to do this taping because we weren't really ready. We had to prepare the butt fuck joke, and that took.
we still fucked that up.
Yeah, not we. We as in you. So everybody left. We only have one person in our audience, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all because the person that we have is dynamic enough to carry the show through.
Can we swing the camera over?
Swing the camera over to see. There she is. Yeah.
There it is.
Wayne Newton here yet?
And so it's just us and the lady waiting for Wayne Newton.
Yeah, and the crickets. So we're going to do some stuff with Bruce, my co-host. We don't really know much about Bruce.
And you're going to be performing some of the things that made you famous.
Well, it's mostly going to be about you. I think our 10th anniversary special should be about our co-host who carries the show, I think. When I watch the shows, I think, God, he's really, really good. And
thank you.
I'm just lying. You know that. You're fucking boring as shit. You're that close to fucking getting replaced, but no, he's brilliant. And what behind you, Bruce? What is that?
Well, let me tell you, this is straight. But let me tell you what. Okay, a couple episodes ago, we talked about my addiction to Diet Coke, which I've gotten over my addiction. I might have one can with a meal once a week, but here's the thing. You and so many people said once you stop drinking Diet Coke, the weight's just going to fall off of you.
Yeah.
I have gained at least 12 pounds, maybe 15 pounds.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you're fucking huge.
But here's the problem. Now you asked me to do the Straitjacket, and I mean, this is a real technical thing. It's a difficult thing. It takes a lot of. We're putting 20 pounds of potatoes in a 15-pound bag. Is the problem?
That's being very liberal.
Oh, yeah, 20 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah.
I may not be able to get out of this straight. I may not be able to
get into this.
It's going to be a chore. So this could be a real interesting thing.
Fatini, listen.
Fatini.
The Diet Coke is one thing, but you can't eat like a cake every day and expect to lose weight. You know.
Well, but I've been watching, but yeah, but it's because
I've
replaced
told
it.
You had to watch your weight, and now you got it out where you can see it.
That's exactly what. Somebody told me to haul ass. It took 2 trips.
Yeah, you got in shape. It just happens to be
I
round.
wish that lady that was waiting for. At least we wish we had Wayne Newton's drummer at least.
I know. Yeah. There's something behind you. It's bugging me. Yeah, let me see this.
What's that? Who
What's a
left
fucking
that?
turtle?
Oh, gee.
No, it's like a turtle back here. Whose turtle's this?
Penny has a turtle.
But she wouldn't have left a turtle. You know what? Maybe this isn't a turtle. Maybe this isn't a turtle at all, Bruce. I don't think that it is. I think that it could be a fish. Fuck yeah.
Wow, that's genius.
fucking magic.
That is.
It's foam magic, it's called. It used to be popular. It's
It was? I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's coming back, and I'm the guy. Foam. It's foam. You can feel it.
What's
Acts
with
small,
this? What's he can't see?
plays big.
But what's with the little dots are?
What's got eyes? Because a fish without eyes would be a. That lady, she's a tough crowd, man.
Tough crowd.
Yeah,
Let me
you
see
know
Wayne
what?
Newton do that.
You
Pull
know,
off
you're
a
going to
joke
see
like
everybody doing the foam magic, you know.
it's going to bring you back.
Yeah, it is. It's
You
going
should get a whole
First
Full Magic
Copperfield,
TV.
Chris Angel will be doing Turtle of Fish. They're all going to be doing Turtle of Fish. But right now, it's just me, Bruce.
That's excellent.
Nemo.
We have
All
a
right.
commercial. We're going to come back and show
we're
some
gonna
more
come back
great
and
things.
Bruce is going to do the escape into a straitjacket.
We're going to try the straitjacket. We're going to talk a bit, and we'll be right back.
You can't even get out of your dinner jacket right now.
I can't. Truly, I can't.
We're going to a commercial. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Beth Bale, and you're here with Burn Unit Shopping. This is one of my favorite. This is a weapon of mass destruction. And that's what we call it, as a matter of fact. Now, a lot of people call and they go, Bev, that's just a plain old handkerchief on some kind of a lock. But no, it isn't. There's a special way that they have tied it. And I'll tell you something. This is scientifically proven to stay steadfast. Look at this. Take a look at this. Look. I could do this for days. And it's not going anywhere. Take a look at that. Now, this is what I love. Sometimes, you go to the airport and they say, give me your gun. And you go, what am I going to do now? Not to worry, J99257, the weapon of mass destruction. You can just make this yourself. You can just take it into your bag. No one's going to ever know the wiser. Someone talks back to you. Someone doesn't give you a big thing of your drink. They try to just give you that little dinky cup. Bam! You show them who's boss. Let's say you're in a dark alley and someone comes up and they go, hey lady, give me your purse, give me your things, I want your watch. Bam! Look at that. That person could be dead. That is how effective that this is. You could murder someone with this object. Isn't that fantastic?
Okay, we are back.
We got me in.
Yeah, Jesus.
It took a lubricant and a shoehorn,
Yeah.
but we got it.
All right, that's good.
But this is real. I mean,
Can I get the middle one?
You've seen the fake straitjacket. You can attest. This is
like
one.
if
This is
if
a
Houdini
genuine.
had a thyroid problem.
This
All
is
right.
a genuine Abbott straitjacket.
Yeah, that's the only time
There you
you'll
go.
see that.
Yeah.
All right, now I can do this one as tight as I want.
Yeah, I'm afraid to say that.
It's not like it works anymore anyway. You ready?
Yeah, here we
Okay,
go.
here we go. There's not enough holes for my satisfaction.
Do you feel silly?
There's never enough holes for my satisfaction.
Do you feel silly because you almost felt nuts?
Okay, you're in. If you can get out of
For
this,
the audience of one,
we're gonna guess how many people thinks he's gonna break a sweat on this one.
there's one person. Oh,
All right.
I know I'm going to break.
Ooh,
a
I
sweat
almost
this
tripped
one.
on that.
What the?
Why did somebody leave a pumpkin up here? That's stupid. There's a pumpkin laying on the set. Why would anyone leave a pumpkin on the... Wait a minute. Maybe this isn't a pumpkin.
Wow.
Maybe this isn't a pumpkin at all. I don't think that it is. I think that it could be an owl. Fuck yeah, a fucking owl.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, with a
Brilliant.
hair on it.
That's brilliant.
That's fucking brilliant.
Fuck straitjackets.
Yeah.
That's genius.
That's great. Hoo, hoo.
A whole new
Me,
special.
that's who.
NBC.
Me.
You should
I'm
talk
bringing
about
this shit back. Foam Magic's going to be huge, motherfuckers. You watch and see. Boom. Pack small, plays big. All right.
You're going to have to run the music for me because
All right.
even the...
You let me know. I'm going to sit here and watch, and you let me know when you're ready. What is it you're doing exactly?
I go, well, people often ask how I got started in show business.
Yeah.
The truth is I was forced into a career of juggling and magic after scandal and embarrassment made me stop my music career. So this piece, I'm going to use this piece to relaunch my musical career.
This is like the not so straight jacket.
That's exactly. Welcome to the not so straight straitjacket escape.
All right. Here goes, Bruce.
Boy, technical.
No, I got
It's
it.
4 in the morning. It's just us and a couple.
Here it comes. Is it harder than you remember?
Yeah, I haven't performed that much lately.
I know what. I mean, that must have really been like a lot of work for you. Because
I'm out of breath.
I've seen you do that. You were on a cruise ship. You were in shape, and you were actually.
And I was younger.
Yeah, you're actually the cowboy. You did the cowboy and the Indian and the other one.
A little piece of tape.
You want more tape?
Yeah, do you have?
Yeah. You want my tape?
Jonathan. Pretend I'm sitting there.
Tape's not going to stick to you. You're soaking fucking wet.
There we go.
Thanks.
There it is. There it is.
All right. Have you heard this? Yeah, it's good tape. So, Bruce, I have to ask you. I'm going to let you catch your breath first for an hour.
That's about what it's going to take, too.
Blowing the chicken. So, tell us, when did you're an entertainer. Aside from doing this and setting my shit up on stage, you have your own act.
Yeah.
And I saw you do it, and it's fucking brilliant. You did cut and restored rope, but you did it with an old 90-year-old woman in a
Nidra Voles. She's passed away since. She was the housekeeper on Different Strokes of One of the Where's the Beef lady, and I did cut and restored IV.
Where's the beef?
She didn't yell "Where's the beef," but she was with Sarah Peller.
Yeah. So.
And we did cut and restored IV.
And yeah, there was a heart monitor there, and he would cut the IV line, and the thing would flatline, and the old lady would die.
And at first it would go beep 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 beep, and then it would go beep 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 beep.
And then she would die, and he would restore it back, and she would come back to life, and the thing would go again.
But
brilliant.
But the thing that made it funnier, and we could never rehearse this, is she would never die on cue. She had gotten old, and she's a lovely, lovely lady. Had sang with Benny Goodman, and when I asked her to do it, she goes, "Bruce, I don't want to. I'm so embarrassed, but I can't remember lines anymore." I go, "You don't have any lines. Will you help me out?" She goes, "I'm so embarrassed, Bruce. I can't even remember where to walk on stage." I go, "You'll be in a wheelchair. We'll push you off." I go, "You just need to be funny." She goes, "Can I take out my teeth?" I go, "Yeah, you can take out your teeth." She goes, "Then I'll be there." She couldn't remember even when the thing went flatline.
You take out my teeth. It's so much better.
She loved, but she wouldn't die.
Turn on the monitor a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah.
And then pulling a rabbi out of a hat was one of the acts.
Yeah, you used to pull a rabbi out of a hat.
I still do that occasionally. Yeah,
you would have giant top hats and mix them all up, and one of them would have someone would be underneath the table just like a rabbi with their head sticking out the top of the table. Just brilliant stuff. And actually, you got picked to be on America's Got Talent.
2 seasons I did that, and I
spent all your money.
I did. I mean, the second season pretty much drained me for everything.
You were very depressed after the second season.
Couple seasons, and that's when I hadn't performed much after that.
That's when you quit the business after that.
Yeah, and I went to work for you, which.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You quit the business. You quit the business after that.
And I've started to come back, and I'm hosting a lot of shows now.
Yeah, and whatever. So, no, that's good that you're getting back. Why would you let something like that scare you away from showbiz? Spending a lot of money on a prop that didn't work. No, that doesn't scare people out of
Well,
business.
you know, I was also just, and I think I didn't have the resources that you did, but I was getting to the point that I think you were when you came to Vegas, that I was just tired of traveling all the time and not having any stable feeling of home. So wanting to stay in one place was, I could still go on the road.
You moved apartments 7 times while you were here in Vegas.
Absolutely, I did.
No, but yeah, I understand. I mean, the airports right now, with the security the way it is, carrying props around.
And carrying a rabbit, because the talking rabbit is also my signature piece, and that just became impossible going through airports.
Well,
with
it
that.
could be your medical rabbit that you can have an excuse.
Yes.
I don't know what it would be.
A comfort rabbit.
Yeah, your
They gave you a
comfort
rabbit?
You could pet it like Lenny from Mice and Men. Yeah, when you're taking off. Yeah, but no, you just can't. The display case in the airport that shows you what you should not bring on the plane was basically my suitcase. I could do my whole act from that display case. Everything I had in there, I had lighter fluid, I had explosives, I had everything. And a big thing of Bic lighters, which I didn't know would be dangerous until I threw it down on stage one night.
Oh yeah, I was there. That thing blew
It
up.
blew up like dynamite. It was a container of lighters, about 50 of them, and usually I throw it behind me and go on to the next
And only
trick.
one lighter blew.
Well, yeah, but one lighter blew.
Oh,
and
inside
they
of a
all
tight
blew,
jar.
and
Tight
it
jar.
was gone. I didn't see anything but shrapnel laying on the ground, and I'm surprised I didn't see people in the audience going, holding their eyes and screaming in pain. But
We cut holes in the lid of the jars so that if it would happen again, it would release some of the
it's like
tension
the
there.
tornado. You open a window, it's that kind of effect. You were in the Midwest.
Oh yeah, I know.
You
Yeah.
have to open your window.
We were always hiding. We were always hiding in the cellar.
Thing of lighters.
We were always in the fruit cellar, scared while the sirens were going off.
You were? I was out in the street playing frisbee, waiting to see it. Because my mom didn't care. She didn't know the rules. She's the one who told me you can go look at the solar eclipse, just don't get too close. She had that kind of mentality. So okay.
You turned out okay.
So now, what happened on America's Got Talent?
Oh God.
So you did the first one. You did the Bed of Nails.
Yeah, the first season I did, and I'm actually still under contract. There's a lot of things that I can't talk about. But
they own your act when you sign on.
Well, you know what, and that was part of it. The first season, and the contract keeps changing. That's what they don't tell you. So for you to advance to the next, it starts off with a fairly pleasant 2-page contract.
Yeah.
By the time you get to Hollywood, it is a 46-page contract and another 40-page questionnaire that goes into have any of your siblings been the victim of a sex crime? It gets that personal.
Yeah,
and you're like going, holy.
How do they know that?
Well, they want you to fill out the questionnaire. So
Were
anything
you involved is the next question.
Yeah. Well, they want. So but it was rough, and I invested an awful lot because I got to know Terry Fader from the season, and he got $100 million dollar contract.
Ventriloquist. At the end of the day, he still puts a dummy in a suitcase.
But $100 million for 5 years, and
Still eventually.
I would have done it for half that, though. I mean, you would have taken that gig.
Listen to me. You wouldn't do for half that. The talking rabbit bit that he has.
He
David
did not have
Copperfield.
it. Oh, my talking right,
Well,
not Terry
no,
Fader.
David Copperfield comes up to me and says, "Look, I want to buy Bruce's rabbit
See,
routine."
oh.
He says, "Would you broker the deal for me?" And I went, "Yeah, okay. How much are you willing to spend for it?" And he says, "No more than $100,000." And I said, "All right, he'll do that in a second." So I go to Bruce. And I say, "Do you want to sell your bit to Copperfield for $100,000?" And you can't do it anymore. And you said no. You turned the offer down. And I'm like,
It wasn't quite that much, but it was a
it
very
got-
respectable.
Okay, well, it got to be $100,000 after you turned it down. I went back to him and said no. And so he upped the ante, and he also offered to give you a deal where he would form a corporation. And you could go with your rabbit to different corporations and do their meetings, and he would be behind it. He would put his name on it. You don't even remember this.
Yeah, no, well, the money wasn't that good. It was a very respectable offer.
It was, but it got to be where you could have made millions of dollars a year off of going around to corporate meetings. Oh, yeah, with Copperfield's name behind you?
Well, if that would all have
Corporations,
happened, though.
They pay a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, well,
My
not anymore.
point-
Not after the
my
corporate
point
market.
is you were a dick for not selling it. I had to go back to him and say he still doesn't want to sell it.
No, well, it's my baby. That's
and
my
he says,
baby.
"Well, should I just steal it?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't say that."
And he did, and all my dealings with David were very nice. He was very respectful. I like David a lot.
He does very, very great business deals. If he wants a bit of yours, he's not like other magicians who will make you an
steal it.
offer and then just steal it. He will pay you way over what it's worth just so he doesn't have that reputation. And magicians are such dicks that he still has that reputation. So, I mean, even though he does that, people say, "Oh, Copperfield," they badmouth him.
I like him. I like him a lot.
He's the best.
He's
the
very
best.
smart. He's a perfectionist, and I think that sometimes people aren't used to that high level of
No,
perfection.
and he's a billionaire, so he lives in his own little world. He's surrounded.
And sometimes his own little island,
Yeah,
literally.
he's got his own islands, but he surrounds himself with a certain group of people. He lives in a bubble, and he's the king of the bubble, you know. And like he's just a super nice guy and a great sense of humor. He's called me at 4 a.m. with jokes.
Really?
Yeah, and he's laughing so hard he can't even get through the joke usually. And I'm like, you know, he just woke me up out of bed. So I'm like, David, get to the punchline, and he can't. You know,
One of my fondest memories is going through the Freakling Brothers haunted house,
Yeah.
and they were giving us a private thing, and it was you, me, David, and Penny was the tour. And going, it was,
he's like
it
a
was
little
the
kid.
great. Oh, he loves haunted.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Well, when
It
he
was
went
the
to
best.
this haunted house, the one I had this year, afterwards, he was so excited. He was like, "Can I go in there and scare people?" I'm like, "Yeah, go help yourself." He hid in his closet, and when groups went by, he jumped out, and people were, "Oh, Copperfield!"
Really? Did he?
Yeah. He's just like a little kid. He gets really excited about. The first time he ever saw my show, he came out, and when I was signing shirts, he was so excited. He was like, "That's the funniest thing I've ever seen." And he went down the escalator, looking at me, smiling, and he ran back up the escalator the opposite way to come up and say, "No, really, I really like the show." And I mean, he made himself, you know, run up the escalator going down, which is something that you should consider, Bruce.
You know, we started to talk about something before we rolled the cameras. I've got a question for you.
What is back there? Is that someone's cat? Someone leave a cat?
Oh
back
my
here?
God! This, you know.
It is. It's a cat. Someone left a cat back here.
Wow. It's no piece.
Wait a minute. Maybe this isn't a cat. Maybe this isn't a cat at all. I don't think that it is. I think that it could be. Oh, fuck! It's a cat.
Oh shit! That's bad. That's not
It is
good.
a cat.
That's not good.
That's not good at all.
You're the king of pulling practical jokes.
Yeah.
What's the best somebody's gotten you on a practical joke?
Not really. People are scared.
Nobody's ever gotten you on a practical
They try,
joke?
and I don't remember anyone.
What I
in
mean, even
particular.
going back?
No, they're scared because of the retaliation. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could just go like this to me, and I will plot the rest of your life out to be miserable.
So yeah, because I know I've never even tried to
No,
pull
they
a
don't
joke
try.
out.
They don't try. Yeah, they don't. I'm trying to think if somebody's got me on a good practical joke. No.
Because I was starting to tell you a story before, because I started when I was 16 in radio in Michigan, and now it's a huge group of stations, but there's only about 10 of us that was working, and a man, Spencer, was a great practical joker. And my first night on the air, I'm running Larry King's radio show, scared to death. It's my 16th birthday because I couldn't get a radio license until I was 16. And we're on this island, it's literally an island in the middle of the St. Joe River, and there's a window here, and if you lean way over, the tower that we transmit from is there, but you can't quite see it. Spencer, on my first night, got some red blinking flashlights like you would use on a boat, and he lined them up in the field. And on my first night, scared to death, I look out the window, and I thought the tower tipped over. I thought on my first night, and because he was our chief engineer.
Initiation. They probably do that to every
Oh, it was, and I was on the phone calling Spencer, and he was saying, "Well, did you power down the flux capacitor?" And I was certain that I had fucked up, and I caused the tower, and Spencer's literally in the other room just watching me and laughing. And that was my first initiation
Yeah,
into...
I got initiated. Someone did get me. A group of prisoners. I was in. Seriously.
Was one of them a fireman?
I was in jail at the time.
Whoa, this is a good
I'll tell you
story.
what,
Okay.
I knocked the cop out, okay? He had pushed me against the wall, and I had a motorcycle helmet in my hand, and I punched him in the face.
This is the cop.
The cop. And halfway during the punch, I noticed the helmet. I went, "Oh, fuck, I didn't know I had the helmet. I forgot that." And I said, "This is going to hurt." And I hit him, and I knocked him out, and I went to jail for assault with a deadly weapon, which is a felony. It's not a misdemeanor. So when they give you your pajamas...
How long ago was this? When was
No,
this?
This is 2 days ago. No, this is back in, I don't know, I was probably 20.
Okay.
Street performing. So when I go to jail, they hand me my pajamas, and so I know, fuck, I'm going to be there for a while if they're giving me clothes. That sucks. So they put me in jail with a bunch of killers because that was a felony. What I did was a felony.
The pajamas in prison have gotten nicer since Martha
Oh yeah, the
Stewart.
little bears on
Well,
there.
it's got better since
And
Martha
they had a
Stewart
flap
was
in
in
the back
there.
door too, so you can just like take it easily and you don't have to think. So anyway,
Just
I'm the new guy,
Right.
right? I'm the new guy. So after I'm done being gang raped, they thought they would put a little gag on me. So they said, we're going to move cards. We're going to play some cards. You want to help us move the table by the window by the light? So I'm like trying to move the table for him. I want to be the good guy. I don't want to get in trouble. And it's fucking bolted down. And of course, everything in themselves bolted down. Ha, ha, ha. So someone did get me on a practical joke.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and while I was bent over trying to move the table, bang.
So it wasn't all bad.
No, it wasn't all bad. From that point on, I tried to move that table every day.
Every day. How long were you actually? I'm sweating.
I've been in jail a few times, and
I didn't know this. I've known you for what, 12?
Well,
oh boy, I've known you for a long time, 15
for
years.
street performing, always for street performing and fighting.
Was the act that bad?
Always fighting, huh?
The act was that bad?
Yeah. No, I got thrown in jail because my crowds were getting so big that they would throw me in jail for obstruction. Second time was for the fight. And
you never had that problem at Bally's. Never got thrown for a big. Got thrown for
no obstruction.
No
charges.
obstruction charges at Bally's.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Sorry to bring that up.
That's fine. Bally's.
But anyway, so you always obstruction.
I even forgot what I was talking about.
You were in jail 3 times.
Yeah, I was in jail. But what was I talking about being in jail for?
Obstruction.
Yeah, but there was a gist to me being. You asked me how many times I was in jail. That's how many times. But here's how long I was in jail. I always get thrown in on a holiday. So it's like I get thrown in on Friday, you'll be out Sunday. But no, you won't be out Sunday because the judge isn't in. And Monday's Labor Day, so you'll be in Monday, and maybe you'll come back Tuesday. So yeah, it's always been like 4 days, 4 days.
I didn't know.
I was a kid back then, so I was scared. I was like, first time I was 18 or 19 years old. And they got it down to a misdemeanor, and I did community shows for the city. I had to do 8 free shows. They made sure that it was fucking miserable. They put me in Chinatown where no one knew English. And I was trying to do my show, and everyone's like fucking passing me up going, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. That's better impression. That was Chinese.
And you've taken up art.
I do. I paint now, and I draw, and that's what I do.
Did I see some of your artwork hanging around?
I've been telling you about this painting.
No, you have. I want to see
finally
this.
Painted something that I love. I'm a shitty painter, a shitty artist, but I'll show you this one. This one's really good. I'm proud of this one. I call this one, and I just finished it, so it might even still be wet. This one is called The Man with Long Stretchy Arms.
Okay.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Well, it's not quite realistic.
Can you see it way in the back? Can you see it in the back? The Man with Long Stretchy Arms? Can you see that? Yeah? It's not so bad. That's The Man with Long Stretchy Arms.
Very
like
good.
it?
Very good.
All right, good.
Now, you know what? I'm going to be. I'm going to. And that's fun. But you've actually really have become a really fine artist.
No.
No, you.
No, I suck, man.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You did.
Everyone
You
says
were
that because, A,
so.
they're either on my payroll, they live with me.
No, you were so. Now some of your work has gotten.
No, once in a while, I'll do something that doesn't suck, and I draw for 4 or 5 hours every day, and everything ends up in the garbage. Or sometimes I get lucky and I hit, I'll give it to somebody as a gift, but I will never ever sign it. I've never signed any of my shit.
Really?
No, I don't want to, not yet. Why? Oh, I did just sign a painting for the people that own this hotel. I painted a version of the hotel, like a surrealistic version.
And we can't say, by the way, the name of the hotel because they're not sure of the quality of this broadcast.
Yeah, we are now. It's Las Vegas Club is where
we can't talk about it. They didn't let us talk about it.
A painting of the plaza who owns this hotel. And I gave it left in his office, so I don't really know if he liked it or not. But one comment I got was, "Oh, we knew you painted it right away." I don't know if that's a compliment. But we're going to go to a commercial. We have to take a commercial break. And we'll be back with more 10th anniversary special, and we'll be back with more Burn Unit right after this.
You're about to be mesmerized. It's yellow. It's phallic. It's the magical gravity sensation that's sweeping the nation. It's Banana Shiggy!
Like, I don't know what it is, and it's like the coolest thing ever. I don't know, but like, I can do it.
You don't need training. You barely need practice. You don't even need hands. Banana Shiggy! Once you watch our instructional mind-blowing DVD, you'll learn moves like the Thunder Noodle Wand, the Duty Poop Shoot, the Hippity Flippity, and many, many more. buy a bunch to up your skills to the max.
Fuzz, believe.
It's my first time. It totally works.
We are back with more Burn Unit, and
You have a couple places that you're going to be performing.
I'm going to read them out loud so that on my iPad.
I hope if you say that enough that we'll get free
Apple
ones.
makes these.
Apple iPads are the best.
You know, we yet to fill our commercial spots with anyone. I'd really.
It'd be just nice if they sent us some iPad because
Apple
I don't have
iPads.
an Apple iPad.
These are great. These are wonderful.
Bill
They're
Gates
a little
loves
expensive though, and then to get a free
nice
one.
if they sent one.
Yeah, would be nice.
But boy, I like Apple iPads.
Apple's great.
Well, what does it say on your Apple iPad?
It says Apple.
And there's some dates on the other side.
Yeah.
It's so handy to use.
So here's the deal. I'm going to be in Fort Lauderdale at the Improv. Back again in Florida. What the fuck is that all about? I just did 3 dates, all of them in Florida. Do you think anyone who
Fort
hasn't seen
Lauderdale's
me
nice.
yet is going to come to see this?
What's the date on there?
It's May 24th through 26th. But I have a feeling that anyone who wants to see me in Florida has seen me.
Is that spring break? Is May spring break?
No, spring break's over.
Over, so yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
I told the club, I said, I've already been there. And they said, oh, don't worry, everybody sells out. So now if I don't sell out, I'm going to look like fucking shit.
So
Don't you
buy
hate
tickets.
when they say, everyone, don't worry, everybody sells out?
Never.
You watch. You watch and see. June 21st to 23rd. Now, I opened this club, and it's a huge club. It's great. This is in Hoover, Alabama.
Damn.
That's where I have my summer home, by the way.
Hoover, Alabama.
Yeah. I'm going to be a very unique act because I have all my teeth. And
They invented toothpaste in Hoover, Alabama.
they did?
Yeah. Otherwise, they'd name it teeth paste.
No, toothpaste.
I'm trying to get to Penny. I
Penny,
fucked
you
up
are. You
every
fucked
joke.
up every
I
joke.
cannot get through a joke without
Jesus
fucking it up.
Christ. All right.
We love
So
you,
that's
Penny.
Fort Lauderdale Improv. Get your tickets now because apparently they always sell out. And the Stardome in Hoover, Alabama. It says right here on my iPad. Mm-hmm. Wow. Can you get a close-up of that? That's an apple.
And I'm at a retirement village July 4th in Los Angeles.
You're not playing there. You're actually
I'm
going to
just
be there because the
Yeah.
way he tells jokes, he's got fucking Alzheimer's. All right.
But you can tell the same joke every time you go.
Yeah, and you can tell. The
I
same
sold
joke
out
every
because
time
of
you
it.
go.
Yeah, I sell out because they don't remember the show.
Yeah, so that's it. That was another 10th anniversary version of of a real show. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching Burn Unit. Good night. Hey, we did have more than one person.
That's funny.
We had 4.